I don't know if you're free with who you work for to just speak openly and honestly the truth, because no British journalists are. They all succumb to the power of the state, the elite state, which says you can't talk about that, you can't talk about that. Diversity is of our strength. All cultures are equal. We know all cultures aren't equal. Do you think all cultures are equal?
The point is...
Do you think all cultures are equal?
Yeah.
You do. So you think Islamic culture, which says a woman is the property of a man, that's Islamic culture. You think that's equal to Western Christian culture? Do you?
I don't think it's the way to think of the Muslim, no?
You don't think. So
extremism, yeah.
So no, not extremism, no, Islamic culture. So let's go to Pakistan. Yeah, is Pakistan's culture the equivalent of British Western Christian culture? Do you think they're equal? This is a difficult question because it's going to shatter your whole worldview. Do you think they're equal? Come on, do you?
I don't.
You're scared to say. You're scared to say. Do you think they're equal? See, I'll tell you. Islamic culture is a third world shithole. Yeah? Our Western culture, civilized, far superior. Far superior. The best culture in the world. This culture that oppresses women, executes homosexual, legalizes sex with children, this is backward and degenerate. Yeah? So I can comfortably say that because I don't have any master who's going to sack me. But you, again, I'll ask you the simple question. Islamic culture, Christian culture, are they equal? Are they equal? Come on.
Yeah.
Go move to Pakistan then. Would you move to Pakistan? If it's so beautiful. Go live under Islamic culture. So I guarantee you, you don't live surrounded in Islamic culture, do you? No. But they're equal. You see, that is the defining weak moment of every Western journalist. You can't honestly believe they're equal. You just can't. As a female, you can't. You can't believe they're equal. I'll tell you, let me ask you this. What's good about Islamic culture? What's good about Islam? One more question.
I make a difference between Islamic culture and extremism.
You make a difference between Islamic culture and extremism?
You don't?
You make a difference between Islamic culture and extremism. So yes, I understand there's extremism, but we're talking about Islamic culture. Right? Show me which country. I'll tell you what, there's 55 Islamic countries. Which one of them has amazing, brilliant human rights records? Which one? Just name me one. One successful Islamic cultured country that has good human rights and freedom.
No.
Like one. Name me one. There's 55. Name one. Lebanon. Where has rule? A fucking war zone. Lebanon. There's freedom in Lebanon. Is there? Do you know the history of Lebanon?
Yeah.
When it was Christian, you're French. So when it was Christian, what happened to it? There was an Islamic civil war where they overthrew the Christian government and they raped, pillaged and murdered everyone. That's your successful Islamic culture. Okay. Jesus. Lebanon's a success story. So we want France to be like Lebanon. Is that a success? If France becomes Lebanon, have we succeeded? Because all cultures are equal. Mental. Absolutely mental. Do you know anything about the life of Muhammad? Do you? What do you know? Do you know how he met his wife, Sophia?
I'm not very a specialist of the...
So you're not a very specialist. But can I ask you, so before this job, now, you was an expert on what?
Terrorism.
Expert on terrorism. So you're an expert on terrorism. The majority of terrorism is what? Islamic? So you're an expert...
No, we have a far-right terrorism in France now.
Oh, same numbers? Equal playing field, is it? Similar arrests?
In USA, yeah.
Similar arrests? Yeah.
In America, yes.
No, we're on about France. We're on about France.
It's worse than...
But we're on about France, so I'm asking you. So you're a French journalist. Your job specifically is to be an expert on terrorism. The majority of terrorist attacks come from Islam. The terrorists, when committing their terrorism, quote what? The Quran. Don't you think, just slightly, that to be an expert on terrorism in a country like France, that's Islamic jihad, you should have done the basics and understood the Quran.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
No, I know.
And you haven't read the Quran?
No.
No, fucking hell. You see, oh, God's sake. So you're not an expert on terrorism.
For me, it's
because for you,
of politics.
Because for you, but how do you know that? How do you know it's about politics? How do you know that every one of these...
the way that you behave with the Muslim in France that influence their behavior now, not.
But you don't know that because you don't know the Quran because you haven't looked at it.
Okay.
Now, just pretty basic here. Loads of Muslims are picking up the Quran. They're saying, "I'm going to kill you because Allah said this."
There's different reading of the Quran.
Is there?
You can read the Quran differently.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
Extremism is reading the Quran.
Who told you that?
With a certain view.
Who told you that?
Who told me?
Who told you that? If you haven't read it, so you've never. So as I said, the life of Muhammad. Yeah. How can this be interpreted? Yeah.
Have you read all the Quran?
The biography of Muhammad. I've read the biography of Muhammad by Ibn Ishaq. I've wrote my own Quran. It's called Muhammad's Quran: Why Muslims Kill for Islam. In fact, I plead with you, pick it up and read it. Yeah, because then you can sit and say you're an expert on terrorism. Because at the minute, you're an expert on terrorism who knows nothing. It's fucking insane. It's insane, though. You're the lead expert on terrorism from France, and you've never picked up the Quran.
No.
That's total ignorance. It's total failure. It's a failure in your duty as a journalist.
You attack me, but you don't want to come.
No, because I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking you. You're a journalist, and you're. What does a journalist do? To get to a point of view, what does a journalist do? They study and they research, right?
Yeah.
Which is what you've done here. You've got books. Okay, but let me ask you. You've got entire books here. Yeah, let me show you. Look. You've got books and books of pages of notes that you have studied me to interview me, but you haven't studied the.
That's the question I wanted to ask you because.
But the point is, you haven't studied the Quran.
Yeah.
The whole source for all of the deaths in Nice, the Black Clan Theatre, the Jewish temple, Samuel Patty being beheaded, all of these things, they're all coming from one place. And you haven't even read the book. I find it absolutely insane. This is what we're dealing with, Europe, yeah? So when you have journalists and they write all these pieces, like this lady's going to write a piece now, it's going to go out across France. And this French piece is going to probably attack me. It's going to say lots of bad stuff about me. But I'm the one that's read the Quran. I'm the one that understands Muhammad. I'm the one that has done my research. I've done my job, yeah? I've done my job. Unfortunately, what was your name again? Gaëlle, you haven't done your job, darling. You haven't done the mere start of your job. I beg you, as a French journalist, because I'm sure you've done lots of articles and you've probably criticised Eric Zemmour, who's read the Quran. You've probably criticised Le Pen. All these people you're criticising understand what's happening, yeah? And unfortunately, you think all cultures are equal, haven't read the Quran. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Oh, it's like hitting your head against a brick wall. It's like, come on, man, do your basics. Go on, what's the next question?
Looking back at your life so far, is there anything you would have done differently? Looking back at your life,
now I'll answer that question. Is there something you would have done differently?
Yeah, I would have read the Quran.
Yeah, got you.
That's a question for you.
See, she would have read. See, at least we're getting somewhere. At least you recognise your mistake.
Sure. I know that you're not a fan of mainstream media like me.
Do you know what? I think it's not that I'm not a fan. Do you know? Because you seem like a lovely girl, yeah. But you've failed in your dereliction of duty. You've failed. And I've not met one journalist who hasn't failed. So whenever I speak to a journalist who criticises me, and I try and find out their basic knowledge on Islam, they have none. They just sit there like you. Yeah, Islam's equal. They're all equal. No, they're fucking not. No, Islam's not equal. Islam's a backwards 7th century idea. It is not equal with the advancement of Christianity and our culture. The reason why all these Muslims wish to come to our country is why? Why are they fleeing these Sharia-driven shitholes? Why? Because they're trying to get to a superior nation. The West, Europe, was superior. We're going backwards. Our position on women's rights, gay people's rights, is getting taken backwards. Due to what? Islam.
So why did you accept to speak to me?
For this. I accepted to speak to you so I could record it. Look. Say hello.
Okay.
We're live. I do this so that my audience, many of them, say bonjour. Say hello, everyone. I do this because I know that you're coming to see me. You're not coming to see me to give a fair portrayal of my representation. You're coming to see me as an attack.
You think?
I totally believe that as a part, and I have to put you in the same bracket as every other media I've ever met. I've never met one media that hasn't come to me to try and attack me. So when they try and attack me...
So you think I attacked you?
I think that you will...
I asked you some questions.
No, you asked me some questions, but I think that when you put this out, I believe you will label me as far right, which I'm not. Do you think I'm far right? You've looked into my life. Do you think I'm far right?
Yes.
You do. Which part of my views is far right?
You're
Go on.
anti-Islam and...
Anti-Islam. So someone against Christianity, are they labelled as far right? If someone's against Christianity, would you label them as far right? No, you wouldn't. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So you wouldn't label someone against...
But, so you are not far right.
Well, you tell me. I'm trying to get there. You're the journalist.
You
so
think...
what makes me far right? Because of my views on Islam. So you're in your opinion, someone who's against a religion is far right. That's what someone who's against a religion, yeah, is far right. Is that your view? As a journalist, an expert journalist. Is that your view? Is that your view? Well, what makes me far right? So I don't like Islam. Other than that, what makes me far right? What part of my views fit into the political spectrum of far right? Pro-women's rights, pro-gay people's rights. Does that make me far right? No, doesn't fit. So what actually is it? I believe in small government, but what makes me far right? Because you're going to be far right, you just said that, yeah? Because of my views on Islam. But if I had views on Christianity, that would make me far right. So you're giving special protection to Islam by labelling anyone. Do you understand why? Because Charlie Kirk got executed, yeah?
So Charlie Kirk was not far right?
Was he?
Because it was...
Do you think he was far right?
It is said to be.
Said to be by journalists who know nothing like you. By who? By people. But you tell me, what views did Charlie Kirk hold that made him far right? He believed in the family. Again, I'm not saying Charlie Kirk's far right. You said Charlie Kirk was far right.
No,
yeah?
no, I don't say. I said some people say.
Some people say. So because some people say, lying, smearing, slandering journalists, yeah, who, as we've just established, have no evidence. You've just going to call me far right. I've asked you what makes me far right. Silence. As much research on that as you have on Islam. Jesus, so come on, let's just get this point again, because before you write your article, what makes me far right?
I don't know what I see. You want to...
What makes me far right? What makes me far right?
You want to trap me?
Oh, no, I'm not trapping you. No, what makes me far right?
So you co-founded the Defense League? It's not really...
So I co-founded, just so for your information,
left, right,
as a journalist, so I co-founded the English Defence League. The entire time it was set, I was leader of it.
It said hooligan.
No,
it's not hooligan.
The Scotland Yard, our police force, has a domestic extremism unit. The entire time I led the English Defence League, it was categorised by the experts in Scotland Yard as a centrist organisation. Did you know that the English Defence League had a Jewish division? Did you know that? A gay and lesbian division? A Sikh division? A Hindu division? Does it sound very far right? So the media, again, just because the media called it far right, you're a journalist, you're independent, you're doing your own research. So again, what is it in your research against me have you found that justifies calling me far right?
The way you speak of Muslims.
I haven't spoken Muslims, I spoke of Islam. When did I mention Muslims? You mentioned Muslims. I spoke about Islam. Everything I've said was about Islam and the Prophet Muhammad. So, again, do you believe in blasphemy laws?
What that?
Blasphemy, protection, again, for religion. Or should religion... Blasphemy.
No, I don't.
You don't believe in blasphemy. So, because I speak negatively against Islam, that's what you believe entitles you to call me far right. That's it. Yeah. So just to get that one point, just to really nail it home here, if I was a critic of Christianity, would that make me far right? Let's look at some atheists out there. Richard Dawkins, for example. Would he be far right for being a critic of Christianity? In your humble expert opinion, would he be far right for criticising Christianity?
I don't know.
I don't know. Point proven anyway. I just want to prove my point, man. It's like a special protection is given to... Yeah, you can have a look.
Okay.
You can speak to people if you want.
No,
Look, there's the comment. So
this is live. Okay.
this is live.
Okay.
And I haven't done this to embarrass you. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Have I embarrassed you?
Everybody's looking at me now, and
Well, everybody's gonna be. Listen, love, you're about to run an article where you're going to call me far right. So if anyone should be upset here, it should be me, yeah? Because we've just established you've got no grounds to do it. We've established you know nothing about Islam, and we've established that you're the so-called French expert on this issue. So if anyone should be upset, it shouldn't be you. I've just used this evidence, this video, to basically expose really the mainstream media. That's what I've done it for.
yeah, but okay, it's
'Cause
hard for me to defend because it's not my language, so it's kind of.
You know what I'm saying. You're going to call me far right. Yeah? India.
And you don't want.
I'm not far right. It's a smear. It's a smear. It's an unfair smear. And for too long, journalists have been able to get away with it. But it doesn't really matter anymore. Because when the public now, when they see the word far right, they think, well, he's telling the truth. That's what's happened now. There's been a total swing. Whereas people used to think, well, stay away from him, he's far right. Now it draws people to us.